That's a good question. There weren't specifically procedures that were created out of 3 Mile Island, but there were a lot of regulations. After 3 Mile Island happened, there were NRC and FEMA regulations that were put into place to stop such a fiasco from happening again. A lot of those things were on site when it came to the construction of the control room, as well as the standardized training of all the reactor operators. Additionally, there was a lot of regulation that went into the emergency response, both on-site and off-site. When I talk about on-site, those are the nuclear plant operators. When I'm talking about off-site, that's talking about the county emergency management, as well as the state emergency management and other hazmat teams of public health. FEMA and the NRC came up with a joint document called the New Reg 0654. This new reg basically spelled out exactly all those things that needed to be done and shown on a yearly or biannual basis to prove that we could, in fact, respond to a nuclear emergency if one happened again. What's interesting is there's this huge infrastructure now of radiological emergency response that was built off the 3 Mile Island accident. An accident that killed nobody, but it did scare a lot of people. And that's actually the reason why we have all these regulations. It even says in the NRC documents on why they made these regulations, it was based off of public perception, not the risk. It even mentions that other industries that have a higher risk and are way more likely to cause a lot of harm to people don't have these regulations. You haven't seen a dam break or an oil refinery fire all of a sudden cause people to shut down all of the oil refineries and all the hydro dams. This goes to show that nuclear is held to a totally different standard because of the word nuclear and of the words radiation. In my opinion, it's time for those other industries to get on board.